City make a couple of changes as well this evening. One of them, of course, enforced with Eric Lehigh's injury, so Leo Da Silva will accommodate right back. Mackenzie will push into centre-half alongside Sean McLaughlin, who impressed well against Reading. Callum Elder keeps his place, of course, on the left-hand side. Jackson Irvine then moves back into the middle, meaning Malik Wilkes, who netted against Reading, gets a start tonight. He goes out wide with Madison on the other side, and Josh McGuinness is preferred up front this evening to Tom Eaves. There's 4 academy products on the bench this evening for Hull City in Lewis Potter, Bonsberry and Smith, completing 6 players who have come through the academy ranks in the last few years for Hull City. They've got a bit of a good record against Hull City in recent times, Blackburn. Can Hull City upset the statistics? We're about to find out. McLaughlin, horrible error, and Blackburn almost in front within the first few seconds of the match. The man who was so reliable at the weekend, McLaughlin, almost having a horrendous moment with his very first touch. Lenihan hitting it long and diagonally. Bradley Johnson is the man to chase. And Leo Da Silva can't stop the ball from being attempted to get into the penalty area. It's Batty who tries to clear away. Not the best pass. Johnson. Instant control. Good shot as well. And George Long is able to catch that one at the second attempt pretty calmly. Honeyman. Advantage given. Here's Madison. Tries to get it across, but safe hands from Christian Walton, who we do know on a couple of occasions against Hull City in recent times has been known to make an error or two. He parried as a Wigan Athletic goalkeeper for the equaliser in our 2-1 victory at the KCOM Stadium last year. That's the way the game is going at the moment. Blackburn being forced back. Hull City not really offering too much so far. Good play from Madison. They may create something here. Here's Honeyman. Good cross. And McGuinness and Wilkes went up for it together. It comes through to Elder. Header comes in. That was by Irvine, getting into the penalty area and missing his opportunity. The first big opportunity really for Hull City. And they couldn't take it. The ball worked through towards Elder. Had the presence of mind and the energy to make sure he was forward for anything that may slip through, and it did. Was able to work it over towards Da Silva. There's a few to aim at in the box, and Da Silva in the end hits the roof of the net. I don't think it was what he intended, judging by his body language as he walks away. I think the hand up in apology really tells you everything. It was meant to be a cross rather than a shot, but it was close enough to make Walton worry. Straight away knew what he wanted to do. Walton wanted to make sure he had eyes on the box rather than the goal from that sort of distance. So Madison, his turn to swing at it. Plenty of ambition in the long balls for both teams, but nothing really sticking at the moment in terms of completion. Here's Nyambi inside for Armstrong. His cross. The touch from Mackenzie not sufficient. Beaten away by George Long. Good stop. Good header by Johnson. Here's Downing. He strikes at goal, and it sails away onto the concourse of the stand. So a couple of chances created by Blackburn. It's a very good inviting ball in by Armstrong. The little touch from McLaughlin teed up a second chance, and an unmarked header, but straight into the gloves of George Long, who beat it away. And then Downing's effort. Last couple of minutes he's been in the wars. He's the man who stands over the free kick. And it comes. McGuinness's touch. Could find Wilkes. And Blackburn take evasive action. It will be a corner kick. Well, the ball floated in and nodded on as well. And they were just cautious of Wilkes being able to get in and get a chance. And Honeyman able to get through with his pass. Wilkes gave up on it. Here's Downing. A low one, which is defendable again. Doesn't mean another cross might come in. Travis. Little 1-2. Nice play from Blackburn. And Nyambi tees it up. Big block. A necessary block as well. Blackburn very patient in their build-up play out wide. Johnson has gone looking for Danny Graham. It's over him. The supporting role though is Nyambi. Travis. And now Downing. Well spotted by Callum Elder. The link-up play is good. Now Wilkes. The first real opportunity Hull have had to counter. And Wilkes finally goes for a shot at goal. Took way too long with the ball at feet, you would feel. I think McGuinness wanted it playing to him on his left-hand side. The players got closer and closer to Wilkes. This time Blackburn win the midfield duel. A difficult one to Batty. McGuinness. Irvine, first time really he's been able to win the ball and set someone in motion. This time it is Madison. Could fall to Wilkes. Pops back to Irvine, who shoots. Crossbar denies him. Wilkes can't steer it on target, but a bit like at the KCOM, the crossbar is denying at least one of the teams tonight, and Jackson Irvine's chance crashes against the crossbar. Maybe a touch fortunate in the way it fell to him, but his curving shot almost had Hull City in front. Honeyman is the man over the free kick. Looks to be a decent delivery. Not the best clearance. McLaughlin on the spin. Couldn't keep his shot down. Plenty of confidence from the centre half, who, if that had gone in, would have been a finish which any centre forward would have been very proud of. Couple of touches, couldn't steer it enough to make Walton sweat. De Silva. Blackburn coming forward. Armstrong. Leo De Silva getting back to help the back forward. Armstrong shoots! And it ripples the wrong side of the net. A corner given. Jackson Irvine not too sure who it came off. The referee, I think, assumes it's him. Blackburn very cautious at the moment. Johnson for Bell, waiting for the right moment to play the killer pass. Brereton into Downing. There's a few forward for Blackburn, but Hull pushing men further and further back. In comes the cross. It was a decent enough touch. George Long wanted to make sure he scampered across. But a goal kick. That's good play out wide by Blackburn. Trying to get some energy. There's good play over on that far side. There's a few forward as well for this. It's a good looking cross, headed by Johnson and then tapped in by Blackburn Rovers. They take the second helpings. They've plugged away, they've had Endeavour coming forward, and Blackburn Rovers have got themselves in front.
Rovers into the lead. Number 26,
and Darragh Lenihan, the man who had a goal chalked off on Saturday against Fulham, has now got himself on the score sheet. In came the cross, headed down, good first save, but then Blackburn just had plenty of bodies and the ball fell their way. A very scrappy goal to concede, and Blackburn Rovers have got themselves in front. Armstrong. He's got a bit of space. He can shoot, and he can fire in a cracker. Game, set and match Blackburn Rovers. The only time a long shot has not flown off into the stands, it has arrowed into the top corner, and Adam Armstrong, the man who has been carving out chances, most of his goals have come at Ewood Park. Blackburn haven't lost when he scored at Ewood Park, and it's very, very unlikely they're going to do tonight. Scores elsewhere. Nottingham Forest are still trailing, and Swansea are 0-0. Oh, an error by George Long. Now are Blackburn going to take full advantage? Yes, they are! 2 goals in 3 minutes to completely quash any sense of redemption for Hull City in this match. And Dominic Samuel, the substitute, is the man who scores it. It's been very rare the defence has had a problem like what has just happened. George Long slicing the ball into the path of Samuel, and he punishes him. A shot into the left-hand corner. Dominic Samuel, all he had to do was pick it up and then pick his spot. And it's the same scoreline as last season. It's Blackburn 3, Hull City 0. We're into the last 4 minutes of normal time. Adam Armstrong is taking great interest alongside Brereton. Undoubtedly a shooting chance. Will this pour more salt onto the wounds? Armstrong! That's a good save from George Long. And after tonight, Hull City could be closer to the drop zone on points than the playoffs. Oh, Long's had a horrible moment, and then he brings down the Blackburn man, but no penalty. And maybe it should have been one.